Alright, what's up guys? Coolest canopreneur in the world here, and look, I'm here to teach you guys something about at-home businesses, right? In this time of crisis right now, I know we got a lot of stuff going on, all these viruses and just different things going on. People are getting laid off whether the virus is here or not, right? And so I wanted to talk about the benefits of having an at-home business, all right? So many people talk so bad about having at-home businesses, right? They talk about how it's a what? Pyramid scheme, all right? So guys, if you don't want a pyramid scheme, if you guys are also using those words, what, pyramid scheme, on a day-to-day basis, I'm here to educate you and actually let you know that, look, there's actually two types of pyramid schemes in the world, all right? It just depends on, do you want to be on the left side or the right side of the pyramid scheme, all right? So I'm going to break this thing down real smooth for you guys, but before that, I want to talk a little bit about my background, all right? So I am the typical person with the school, right? Got good grades, got a good job, right? And that job didn't pay me nothing, right? It didn't pay me snickerdoodles, right? It didn't pay me anything. I couldn't even go out and probably even buy myself 5 packs of Girl Scout cookies to support Girl Scouts, right? However, when I got introduced to the right side of money, when I got introduced to the ability to actually create an at-home business for myself, right? Guess what happened? The whole world changed. I began to get rich, all right, guys? And so you guys are gonna see the transition in my life. You guys are gonna see where we're going, but before we get there, all right, I am talking to the people who are ready to work from home. If you're at home in this crisis right now, you should be figuring out how you can make money on a day-to-day basis, all right, guys? So look, there's two types of pyramids in the world today. There's two types of pyramids. The first pyramid is your job, right? So are you an employee? Are you an employee or are you a boss, right? Are you bossing up? Are you sitting at home and making money? Or do you still have to go out and work a job on a day-to-day basis? Now the decision is yours, all right? So what we're gonna talk about today is how, all right, on this side of money in a pyramid scheme, all right, your CEO is at the top, right? Now, if you work for a large corporation, Coca-Cola, Netflix, freaking JP Morgan, whatever company it is that you work for, right? Do you know your CEO? 9 times out of 10, you don't know your CEO. However, your CEO is telling you everything to do. Your CEO is bossing you around while you are what? You're slaving at the bottom, getting paid very little for working harder than the CEO. Guys, I'm here to let you know today that if you're tired, if you're fed up, if you're tired of that lifestyle, you don't have to do that. You don't have to work hard for someone who doesn't appreciate you, right? Who underappreciates you, right? All right, guys. So again, your CEO is at the top. And then under the CEO, who do we have? We have the board of directors, right? And then also we have the trustees. So you have the board of directors and the trustees. Then under the board of directors, you have the management team. Under the trustees, you have administration. And underneath them, you have what? The supervisors. Now, these guys here, the supervisors are who are the most funniest to me in corporate America. All right, supervisors are super funny to me. And the reason why is because they feel like they're entitled because they got a title when they're still at the bottom of the pyramid. They get paid a little more, maybe 50 cents more, maybe $1 more an hour, right? Maybe $10,000 more a year, $5,000 more a year to be able to what? Direct you, right? To be able to manage you, right? To be able to boss you around and tell you what to do on a day-to-day basis while you're at the bottom down here. Guys, when I got into a job, all right, when I was working, all right, a job, I was down here. I was down here. I did a great job at my job, right? And they said, you know what? We're gonna pay you a little more so you don't quit because you're doing a great job. We're gonna pay you a little more and we're gonna make you a manager. We're gonna make you a supervisor of this here store, right? So guys, this is the problem with this side. The CEO will never pay you, all right, enough money to live in his neighborhood. However, he'll pay you just enough not to quit. How remarkable is that? All right, guys? So what I decided to do, all right, I decided to actually make a difference in my life. I decided to say, you know what? I'm tired of being down here. I'm tired of being overworked and underpaid. I'm tired of being an employee. You know what? I'm going to think. I'm going to use my mind. I'm going to do what the wealthy people in the world have done for years. For years. All right? I'm going to do what they did, and I'm going to think and grow rich, right? I'm going to think and grow rich. In this book, in all of these wealth creation books, whether it's Think and Grow Rich, whether it's The Science of Getting Rich, whether it's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Cash Flow Quadrant, any of these books, these authors, guess what? They would never tell you to go out and get a job. Now, I'm not here to bash jobs, but I'm just saying that, look, if you work a job that you're not happy with, all right, if you're stuck at home during this pandemic, right, guess what? You can easily go from here to here. Now, guess what? It takes a simple investment. It takes a simple investment. So I want you to ask yourself a question. Is a couple of $100, a pair of Jordans, worth your freedom, all right? Or is you continuing to work here because you're tired of investing into yourself, all right, worth it? Now, before we get to this side, I'm going to draw something for you, all right? If I draw this right here, all right, look at that. It forms a what? It forms a pyramid, guys. If I draw this and I circle this in, it forms a pyramid. So at the end of the day, you got your CEO at the top, you got everybody else, and then you got the employees at the bottom. That's a pyramid, all right? Now, when you shift over here and you make that investment into yourself, now you're going from the left side to the right side of money. If you saw my video on the cash flow quadrant, if you haven't, please go back and take a look at that video. It's absolutely awesome, all right? Doing very well on YouTube right now, all right? A lot of value in there. We talk about the left side and the right side of money. How on the left side of money, you have 95% of people who work jobs, right? But guess what? They only control 5% of all the money. While 5% of people on this side, right, investors and business owners, they have the ability to do what? They have the ability to make 95%. They control 95% of all the money in the world. Crazy. This stuff is remarkable. All right, guys? So again, now you invest into yourself. You go from being an employee to a boss. Because why? You don't got to punch in no more. You don't got to clock in. You don't got to answer to nobody, right? Right? On this side, people are not trying to boss you around. They're just trying to show you how they became successful, and they're trying to take you, all right, from this side, transition your mindset so that you can be as successful as them. Because remember, service to many leads to greatness. Service to many leads to greatness. Guys, if you want to be great here and now, you got to make the decision to want to service other people, right? There's no other way to become wealthy in this world. You have to be ready to service other people. Because why? Service to many leads to greatness, all right? So on this side, again, you have you, the boss. You have you, the person who has created, who's invested into their own at-home business. Now, there's some really great benefits to owning an at-home business. The main benefit to me is taxes, all right? So everything I do, my gas, where I drive, when I go out to eat and I have business lunches and business dinners, right? When I fly around the world and around the country, guess what, guys? I can write all of that stuff off. I can write those things off because why? Because I have my own business. I'm in a different tax bracket than your normal person who works a 9-to-5 job. I haven't filled out a W-2 in an entire year. I've been retired from W-2 jobs for an entire year. And if God permits, if God is willing, I won't have to work another W-2. Why? Because I'm willing to serve other people. I'm willing to step up to the plate and work with other people, guys. All right? So again, service to many leads to greatness. So you're over here, you're the boss. Your duties is easy. It's to go out, all right? And in this business of network marketing, your duty is to network with people, like-minded individuals, people who are what? Fed up. People who wanted to become entrepreneurs in the past, but they didn't know how to create their own business, right? People who want residual income, right? People who want to make money in their sleep. Guys, if you want to be rich, rich simply stands for residual income creates happiness. Rich stands for residual income creates happiness. So if you want to be happy, you need to be making money in your sleep. You need to be able to go on a vacation. And guess what? You get a business partner here. You get a business partner there, right? They're called legs. So now what? It's you here, and then you found 3 business partners. So guess what? Those people, even when you go on vacation, all right, they're not working for you. So at the end of the day, they're going to be more motivated to go out there and win, guys. Why? Because they got families to take care of, right? They got mortgages to pay. They got car insurances to pay, right? And they decided to take a leap of faith and invest in themselves the same way that you decided to do it, right? So it works. It works. All you have to do is show them how you got there. And guess what? Now they can model you. They can do exactly what it is you do, right? And they can go up here, right? See, at your job, there's no way for you to go from the employee to the CEO. It doesn't really happen. It doesn't really happen. Guys, I want you to think about your life right now. Your church is a pyramid scheme. Your school is a pyramid scheme. I mean, literally at your church, you have one pastor, then you have the assistant pastor, then you got the deacons, then you got the motherboard, then you got what? Then you got the rest of the congregation. The congregation is down here, guys. The congregation is down here. All right? Then you think about your schools. There's only one principal. At your college, there's only one president, right? Then you have the vice president. Then you have the assistant principal, right? Then you have the board. Then you have the trustees. Then you have the teachers. Then you have the students at the bottom. So everything is pyramid style in life. It just depends on what type of pyramid you want to be into, right? So again, on this side, these are not employees. This is your success team. Over here, the only success team is here. The CEO, the trustees, and the board of directors. The CEO, the trustees, and the board of directors are the only people who are part of the success team of a 9-to-5 job, right? Of a job. Mind you, on this side of money, right? This is your success team, the people, the customers, and the business partners who's coming into your business. You're working with them every single day to do what? To put more people into the business so that you guys can impact more lives and help more people actually get away from the stresses of being an employee to actually being able to own their own business at home. All right, guys? So, with that being said, it's the coolest counterpreneur in the world. I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts, what I've studied, all right, over the last year on network marketing versus jobs, owning your own at-home business versus owning the job, being able to work at home. I literally got on clothes and I got on my Prada flip-flops right now. I literally got on Prada flip-flops, guys, and I'm chilling at the crib. All right, I put on this shirt so I could look good for the video, but I could have came out here in shorts and a t-shirt and still did the video. Why? Because I don't got to worry about nobody being on my back. I can stay at home. I can work for myself. I can stay corona free. And guess what? I can live my best life, guys. So if you're ready to live your best life, if you're ready to go to the next level in your life, if you're ready to go to the beaches and the banks of the world, whenever we're off of this quarantine, get with me today and let's get active. I'm looking for people that are committed. I'm looking for people who have money to invest in themselves. I'm looking for people who are fed up, just like I was, with working the typical 9-to-5 job and just want to try something new. All right, guys? So again, it's the coolest counterpreneur in the world, and I'll see you guys at the top, because remember, the bottom is getting way too crowded, and there's enough room at the top for us all. All right?